Okay. I think you can see my screen now.
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
Right, that's great. Let's chant the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रहे ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna everyone, and welcome you all the devotees, where we are discussing about actually we are on Canto 7, chapter 8, and where we are discussing about the glorious teachings given by Prahlad Maharaj to every one of us. And we discussed earlier how Prahlad Maharaj used to teach the glories of devotional service to his fellow mates in lunchtime, in the lunch break, where the teachers Sanda and Amarka, they were not around. And then also we heard that how the question being asked by his fellow mate, that from where did you he heard these things and from where did he knew it. Then he narrated about the story how Prahlad Maharaj actually learned everything from Narad Muni in the womb of his mother Kayadu. When Hiranyakashipu, he went for austerity to please Brahma and get the kind of nearly immortal boon. And then we'll see today next on that. So as the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj was being spread to all the students, the classmates, so they were actually going advancing in Krishna consciousness day by day, because Prahlad Maharaj was teaching them all the things what he had learned from Narad Muni. And he's earlier in this previous chapter, he said about the ultimate goal of life, which is been revealed by all scriptures, is to do bhakti yoga, to surrender onto Lord Krishna. Right, in the similar way. And then when all the students, they were respecting very well to Prahlad Maharaj, and they were all hearing and also progressing in Krishna consciousness. So they actually took this topic very seriously. And then Sanda and Amarka, they come back to King Hiranyakashipu, and they said that all the story what's happening over there. And because they could not stop it, and they had only one way to come back and approach to king. And by hearing this, Hiranyakashipu actually became very, very angry, and he decided to kill his son Prahlad. So Hiranyakashipu actually, when Prahlad Maharaj was brought before him, he says, by whose power made you so fearless? Even you don't fear me, and you are trying to overstep my rules, my power here. Then Prahlad Maharaj sweetly replied that, the source of your strength and my strength are the same. So he said, from where I am getting the strength, you are also getting the same strength from the same personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And he is the only strength of everyone. It's not just you or me. everyone of all in this whole universe, they get strength from Krishna himself. That was told by Prahlad Maharaj to Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu became more bewildered, and he was became more angry actually. And even in Srimad Bhagavad Gita in 10th chapter, Krishna says the same thing, that I am the strength of the strong. So strength is actually Krishna, right? And Prahlad Maharaj continues saying that even Lord Brahma is under his control. So he said about Lord Brahma, because Hiranyakashipu has pleaded Lord Brahma and got the boon to be nearly immortal, and no one can kill me in any other circumstances. So he said Lord Brahma is also in his control. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, stating chapter 10 from Bhagavad Gita, 41 verse, he says, Yadyad vibhuti mat sattvam srimad urjitam eva va tat tat eva gacchant etam mama tejamsa shambhavam. So know that all these beautiful, glorious and mighty creations spring, these are just a spark of my splendor. So Krishna in chapter 10 actually elaborate about the whole cosmos. He said everything is from him. And then he said at the end that these all are actually just a spark of my splendor. Just imagine what that would be. And that's by saying that, Prahlad Maharaj says that everyone, even all the living entities, myself, yourself, and everyone is actually being controlled by Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. And that's is basically an if one can see the extraordinary strength or power anywhere, it is derived from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So anything we can see is actually all, not just only strength, even everything, it comes from Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And Prabhupada continues stating that understanding the subordinate position of the living entity takes millions of births. But when one actually is wise, he surrenders onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. And that's again being said in chapter 7, that Bahunam Janmanante Jnanavana Prapadate Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlava. So it is very, very rare those who surrender to Lord Krishna through Vasudeva. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. So even it says, after many, many birth and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrender unto me, Krishna saying, and knowing me to be the cause of all causes, and that is it. Such a great soul is very rare. And Prahlad Maharaj actually was a great devotee. He was a great soul, a Mahatma. And therefore, he completely surrendered onto the lotus feet of Lord Hari. And he was confident that Krishna would give him protection under all circumstances. We have seen in two previous chapters how he was being tormented by different conditions, but still Prahlad Maharaj was fully equipped and thinking of Lord Krishna's only. And he was getting all the powers from him. And then Prahlad Maharaj continued saying that, my dear father, please give up your demonic mentality. So he's teaching to Hiranyakashipu as well. Earlier we understood that even the demons, if they give up their demonic mentality and surrender to Krishna, they become glorious. There's a very nice pastimes comes in Ramayana. When the fight was about to begin of Lord Rama and Ravana. So there we know that the Vibhishan he come and surrenders to Lord Ram. And even all the Vanaras over there in Hanuman and other Sugriva and others, they say that, okay, no, we should not accept him. We should not accept him because he's from a demon, from other side of our enemy side, and we should not accept him in our army. And then at the end, cutting it short, Lord Ram says, anyone who comes and takes my shelter, I give him shelter. So there is no problem in that. And also Lord Ram says that you are now Lankapati. So before killing Ravana, Rama assured that he's Lankapati. So all the Vanars, they got shocked, wondered. He said, okay, what happens if, let's suppose, you are saying anyone comes and surrender unto you, you give up everything to him. What happens if Ravana comes? So now you have saying that, okay, I have given up the Lanka to Vibhishan. What if Ravana comes and surrender unto you? He said, Lord Rama said, I'll give Ayodhya. And then the devotee, they asked, so what about Bharat Maharaj? Because now he is ruling that. And he says, I'll give Vaikuntha to Bharat. And then they said, where you will go? It's the Lord Ram. He says, I have lot of places to live. Where? Yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami narada. Krishna says, naham tishtami vaikunte, naham tishtami hridaye shubha. So neither I am residing in the the yogis or not in the Vaikuntha. However, yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami narada. Wherever my devotees sing my glorious, I come and reside there. So just devotees' hearts are always open, and Krishna comes and reside there. So in the similar way, he could see that Prahlad Maharaj was actually sure that Krishna is there. He will sort it out anyway. And Hiranyakashipu could not control his anger, and he said that you deserve to be killed in my hands. And if you think there is your supreme being other than me, there is anyone supreme than other than me, then where he is, and he is in the pillar, then why not he present before me? And I shall cut your head and let me see who will protect you. So Hiranyakashipu just took out his sword to kill or to cut the head of Prahlad Maharaj, and Kashyap again and again Hiranyakashipu took his sword and just he wanted to kind of cut his head with anger, and he was striking his fist very angrily. And then from the pillar we see Lord Nrsimhadev, a fearful sound which appeared to crack the covering of the universe, and even the sound being heard by all the devatas in the heavenly planet. And to prove that Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of that assembly hall, Lord appeared from there. And the Hari, or he came with a wonderful form. We can see just back here with a wonderful form, and that is Lord Nrsimhadev. No one has ever seen this form, and the form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. And thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. And then Lord emerged from the pillar and making a roaring sound, and everyone could hear it, even all the 14 planets. And no one has seen this kind of form earlier. So, and then Prabhupada says that Hiranyakashipu studied the form of Lord, and let's see how it is, and trying to decide who the form of Nrsimhadev standing before me was, and the Lord's form was extremely fearsome because of his angry eyes, and which resembled the molten gold, his shining mane, which expanded the dimensions of his fearful face, his deadly teeth, and his razor-sharp tongue, which moved about like a dwelling sword. His ears were erect and motionless, and his nostril and gaping mouths appeared like caves of a mountain. His jaws parted fearfully, and his entire body touched the sky. His neck was very short and thick, his chest broad, his waist thin, and his hairs on his body as white as the rays of the moon. His arms were resembled flanks of soldiers spread in all directions as he killed the demon, rose and atheist with his counsels, dicks, club, lotus, and other natural weapons. So this is basically a contemplation by Hiranyakashipu. And then he thought, Vishnu has made a plan to kill me now. And he says, but what the use? He don't know that, no, who can fight with me? I have got a boon from Brahma, and no one can fight with me. And even no one can kill me. He was thinking it within him. And he said, okay, by thinking this, he actually attacked Narahari, Nrsimhadev, with his club, like an elephant attacking over there. However, the fight between Lord Nrsimhadev and Hiranyakashipu went along, and at the end, it's being said, as a snake captures a mouse, or Garuda captures a very venomous snake, Lord Nrsimhadev captured Hiranyakashipu, who could not be pierced even by the thunderbolts of King Indra. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs here and there all around, very much afflicted at being captured, Lord Nrsimhadev placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs, And in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with the nails of his hand. And even all the other followers of him, whomsoever approached the Lord, are being killed just by the nails of the Lord. So Lord Nrsimhadev killed, keeping all the boons as given by Lord Brahma, to make sure that what Brahma has given to Nrsimhadev, sorry, to Hiranyakashipu, should not be broken as well. Keeping this vow, Nrsimhadev torn Hiranyakashipu, and all the devatas, they became glorified. They started, beating the drums, kettle drums, and the omens or angels omen. They started dancing, and the Gandharvas, they started singing, and Lord Nrsimhadev was being glorified as after killing of Hiranyakashipu. Everyone, like all the devatas, even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, and all, everyone came there, the stand before Lord Nrsimhadev, and they actually prayed. They offered their obeisances to Lord Nrsimhadev in very, very different ways. And even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and then all others, they offered their prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. So having said that, uh, I think on this very, very great occasion, Lord Nrsimhadev has appeared in our discussion today. So let's pray. Let's pray to Lord Nrsimhadev from our core of the heart, that please help us out. Please bless us, so that all the impediments on the path of our spiritual life can be vanquished. You can please take care of those impediments which come in the path of devotional service, and we take a forward ahead uh, towards your lotus feet. So let's be, maybe in 30 seconds we can just keep calm, be in a prayerful mode, and let's pray to Lord Nrsimhadev for our advancement in Krishna consciousness. Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki
Yeah.
jai. So just just 1 second. Actually, I wanted to show something. Hope I have. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Okay, so let me see it, if I can show this thing. So Nrsimhadev, actually, he is very, very kind of very merciful to the devotees. Though he looks very fearful, but he is much, much more merciful, and he helps us, uh, every one of us. He protects these devotees. So I'm sharing a screen. We can actually see him. So I hope you can see the screen. So this is the way, actually, Lord Nrsimhadev was actually killing all the followers of Hiranyakashipu by just his nails, and you can see how fearful he is looking. But he is always being pleased by the devotees. So this form is actually just for the demons, and it protects the devotees. And you will see this. This is actually after that Prahlad Maharaj being blessed by Lord Nrsimhadev. And this picture is how Lord Nrsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu. And so we have a nice prayer of Narsingh Arati that we normally every day in the morning and the evening. It's possible if we can actually chant it, and Lord Nrsimhadev helps us out. So I would like to chant this mantra. Let's pray. Let's pray for a couple of more minutes, and we'll chant the nourishing prayer, and then we'll take ahead from this. So, okay. So, can someone read this first paragraph, translation number 1? Anyone want to volunteer and
Yeah,
read?
I will read, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Okay. Translation. I offer my obeisances to Lord Nrsimha, who gives joy to Prahlada Maharaja, and whose nails are like chisels on the stone, like chest of the demon Hiranyakashipu. Lord Nrsimha is here and also there. Wherever I go, Lord Nrsimha is there. He is in the heart and is outside as well. I surrender to Lord Nrsimha, the origin of all things and the supreme refuge. O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of half man, half lion, all glories to you. Just as one can easily crush a wasp between one's fingernails, so in the same way, the body of the wasp, like demon Hiranyakashipu, has been ripped apart by the wonderful pointed nails on your beautiful lotus hands.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, this is how glorious that Lord Nrsimhadev actually uh, killed Hiranyakashipu, who was actually very very powerful, and even everyone used to fear from him. So we'll chant the prayers, and let's see. Okay, yeah. So these are the screenshot now in Hindi and as well in English. So what I will do is basically I will chant one line, maybe two line, and then and the second time you all can repeat with me or in mute as you wish, and then I will continue from there. So the translation we read now, we'll just chant these prayers. Namaste Narasinghaya Praladaladaine. Namaste Narasinghaya Praladaladaine. Hiranyakasipurvakshaha Silatankanakalahe. Hiranyakasipurvakshaha Silatankanakalahe. Ito Narsimha Bharato
Narasimha,
Yato
Yato
Yami
Yami,
Tato
Tato
Narsimha.
Narasimha,
Ito Narsimha Bharato Narsimha. Yato Yato
Yato
Yami
Yami,
Tato Narsimha.
Tato
Ahe Narsimha
Yami,
Hridaye
Hridaye Narasimha,
Narasimha Madin
Narasimha,
Sharanam
Sharanam Prapate.
Prapadya. Ahe Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha Narasimha Madin Sharanam Prapade. Tavakar Kamalavare Natha Adbhuta Sima Bharita Hinaya Kasipu Tanu Vrinda Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare तवकर कमल वरे नाथा अद्भुत सिंगार दलिता विनय कसिपु मृग केशवधृता
Hari
नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे
Hare
जय जगदीश
Hare
जय जगदीश हरे
Hare
जय लक्ष्मी नारायण सिंह जय लक्ष्मी
Lakshmi
नारायण
Narayan Singh Jaya Lakshmi Narayan
जय लक्ष्मी नारायण सिंह जय लक्ष्मी नारायण
Narayan
सिंह
Singh
जय लक्ष्मी नारायण सिंह
Jaya
लक्ष्मी
Lakshmi
नारायण
Narayan
सिंह जय लक्ष्मी नारायण सिंह जय भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री विघ्न विनाशक लक्ष्मीपति नरहरि नरसिंह देव भगवान की जय।
Jai
भक्त श्रोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की
जय
Jai
जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की
Jai
हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण हरि बोल.
Thank you everyone for taking a part. I know we can actually sing this nursing the prayers every day, at least once. It takes just, we see, just 5 minutes, not more than 5 minutes actually, but it helps a lot in our spirituality, right? So going forward, there are two options today. So let's see, you all can let us know, let me know what to do. So shall we continue from chapter 9 like ahead, or as we discussed in previous session, that we will be discussing about the relationship which we have with God, what are the ways or what are the types of relationship we can have with Krishna. So what we want to do?
I think relationship with Krishna would be a better option right now, right? Since we're almost halfway through, continuing with chapter 9 would be a little, we can do it maybe Monday. I don't know. What are others think?
Yes, I would agree with that, Prabhu.
All right, that's okay.
More deep explanation, description.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's go there. Uh, hmm. So hope you can see the screen. Anyone can, yes, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you very much. So today we will be discussing about the relationship with Lord Krishna. Actually, to be very honest, this kind of relationship we also have in our own family as well, here and there. But the relationship what we have with our family, it's sorry to say that, but it's just for one lifetime. In next lifetime, we get some different relationship. Anyway, the same father, mother, brother, but still the persons are different. The souls might be different. But the relationship what we have with Krishna, that is eternal, right? So having said that, so we can see, like, here the first picture, basically servant or devotee, and here we can see that the parents, either the friends, and either the fourth one, the gopis. So these are the relationship which you have with Lord Krishna. So let's see, these are also called as rasas or mellows, right? So I think do you have a okay, Yes, we can have the questions. I think let's wait for some time and we'll have a discussion question. Is that okay?
Prabhu, one question:
Okay.
who is the greatest Vaishnava? And second question: yesterday you said that we have whoever we are meeting, like we in this Sankirtan family, the Nam Sankirtan, whoever is this, we are in this family. We were all once related to each other. Does that mean that even our so-called enemy of our life, like whoever, suppose I considered you as my enemy or him as my friend, that means we all have come across each other, crossed our path each other in one or the other life. So,
Yes, certainly. Yes.
okay.
So it's,
And
yeah. So the greatest Vaishnava is Srimad Bhagavatam says Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambhu. So Lord Shiva is the greatest of all Vaishnavas, and that's why he's greatest Vaishnava. So we need to pray him. Even also he is called as Dhamrakshaka. So we need to pray him to Lord Shiva that please bless us so that we can enter to the Vaikuntha Dhama. So please bless us on that as well. So there are the two.
Prabhu, yesterday I was reading Gita. Of course, every day I read Gita, and there is one line in this in Gita. It says Vaishnav Churamuni Narad. So it means
So
Narad is
no. So Vaishnava Chudamani is Nara. So when it comes to, so even the greatest devotees, all are Vaishnavas as well. So anyone who is worshipping Lord Vishnu is called as Vaishnava. But as for Srimad Bhagavatam, the greatest of Vaishnavas. So that's I'm saying. So you cannot compare here and there. The thing is that everyone has a different rasas. We'll discuss all that. And Narada Muni is one of the greatest preacher. So being a servant of Lord, he is the greatest preacher. So anyone who comes, he can preach the devotional service, and within a seconds, he can give the devotional service completely. Right. So even if you say like all the devotees, they are also Vaishnavas, but everyone has a different relationship. When it's called the topmost Vaishnavas, you can say, okay, then how not Radharani, isn't it? But Radharani is there, but she is in another lineage, greatest as well.
Prabhu, when you say Shiva or Mahadev is the greatest Vaishnava according to Bhagavatam, then why is this concept of Holy Trinity, which is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh? I thought they all are like equal in their own rights. I mean, in their own rights, they are always individuals rather than actually worshipping one another, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, these three are Purusha avatars. So these are called as not Purusha avatar, Guna avatars. So even Lord Vishnu is an incarnation of Krishna, and he is in the mode of goodness who take care the maintain of this universe. So to create this to create the universe, to maintain the universe and destroy the universe, so the three gunas are there: sattva guna, raja guna, tama guna, and these are the preceding deities of these three gunas. Right.
Okay.
So anyway, one day we'll go on to the topic of Lord Shiva as well, and who is as kind of when we see the Brahma Samhita, so it's explained both are nearly same, but still there is slight difference on that. But we can say that Krishna is and Lord Shiva is on the same platform as well.
Prabhu.
But
One more. Sorry to interrupt. Prabhu, one more question. When you said that Muni Sresht, who is the Muni Sresht as per Bhagavatam? And there are Muni Rishi. So who is the Muni Sresht as per Bhagavatam?
so in which context? So definitely different concepts comes up in that, right? So even Sukadeva Goswami is the greatest Muni as well. He's the greatest Rishi as well.
Okay.
So
So in yesterday I was reading in Gita and it says Muni Sresht Bhrigu. So
if you see Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, where Krishna says in Bhrigu, in Rishis, I am the Bhrigu.
Yes,
right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. All the context are there differently. That's basically giving emphasis that everything is somehow or other related to me. Right.
And
What is this
In
primary rasa and secondary rasa, Prabhuji?
so
On the screen?
let's go on there. We are discussing something else.
okay, no, in that 10th chapter only it is written that Vaishnav Chudamuni Narad, I am Narad Muni, I
Yes.
am Bhrigu, I am Kapil Muni.
Yes, that's correct. Even in the same chapter, Krishna says that I am the strength of the strong. Even he
Yes.
says that I mean everything he says is that I am the one. My energy is everywhere. That the thing is that that is he's trying to say that uh, I am everywhere and through my energies. Right.
Thanks, Prabhu. Thanks.
Okay, so let's go to here the rasas or the melos. So there are two kinds of rasas. One's called there are in fact 12 melos, and they are categorized in two ways. One is primary, and the second one is called as secondary. Primary and secondary. So what are those? So primary are 5 rasas. So first is called as Santa rasa or neutral form, where let's for example, with all reverence as well, it's neutral. Okay, I believe in God, that's it's fine. Even the flowers, even the paraphernalia which we can use for worshiping Lord, they are neutral. But in neutral, there is no kind of interaction within God is there. And then second, on higher to that, neutral is called as Dasya. Dasya is servant. So Santa or neutral is the very, very, or the lowest rasas, and higher to that comes with the Dasya. And Dasya is basically becoming servant of Lord. Like the devotees. The devotees, they just wanted to serve Lord as a servant. Right. And then the third rasa comes is here as Shakya. Shakya is friendship. In friendship, we see Arjuna. So relationship of Arjuna as a friendship. So he became a friend of Lord. Right. Even we see the Gopaganas, in Vrindavan, they becomes friends. So they don't care about, okay, you are God. Okay, if we as a servant, a person as a servant will see Krishna as in awe and reverence, and he would like to be on the lotus feet. But in Sakya, they might be, they might be fighting with each other. They might be going here and there, playing each other. Someone can be climbing in his, in his body and like that. So that relationship is Sakya. In friendship mood, they love each other. And on top of that is called as Vatsalya. Vatsalya is more intimate relationship, comes with the as a parenthood. So we see Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, and they love Krishna in that affectional mode. So even though Krishna wanted, Krishna don't wanted to reveal his real personality, because when they know that okay, my son is God, then their love might come down. They will start seeing in a different mood. That's why even Mother Yashoda, she could see Krishna's whole Brahmana in his mouth twice in the past time, but still, as soon as she forgot everything by looking at this. So that's basically Krishna wanted to take her away that the what he has seen, so that the parenthood or love would remain in the same intense. Right. And it goes higher and higher. So Santas, on top of Santa is Dashya, and on Dashya's Shakya. Shakya is Vatsalya, and after that, the topmost in the 5 rasas is called as Madhurya, or the love of gopis, the conjugal love. That is the topmost relationship which someone can have with Krishna. And so even if in our life also we can see this happens as well. So we become sometimes servant, we have friends, we have parents, and we have love as well. So these are the way. But as I discussed, eternal relationship with Krishna we have is sorry, the relationship which we have with Krishna are eternal. The relationship which we have with in this material world, that becomes a temporary. And as soon as someone leaves the body, everything gets changed for him. Right. And even we discussed the same thing here, where Hiranyakashipu was consoling to Hiranyaksh's wife and his mother Diti. And then that comes secondary rasa. So secondary rasa are 7 rasas. So I'm not in much in depth of these rasas, but one rasa is called as Raudra or anger. And second is Adbhuta. With wonder, we have relationship with Krishna. Even the whole primary rasas, in that also second rasas may come in. Even the devotee might say, wow, what a wonderful creation has done by Krishna. Right. And then Hasya is the comedy. Even the Gopas, they can make comedy with Lord Krishna in their dealings. So, but these are called as secondary rasas. And Veera. So Veera is chivalry. That is what Krishna wanted to enjoy with Hinaksha and Hiranyakashipu. In fact, even the 3 lives of Jai Vijay. So Ravan Kumbhakarna, Hiranyakasha Hiranyakashipu, and Shishupal and Dantavakra. Actually, if you remember, so Yudhishthira Maharaj asked a question when Shishupal got liberation, though he was kind of behaving as an enemy, but still he is from one of the Jai Vijaya Dwarapals of Vaikuntha. So Krishna thought, who can fight well with me? So that's why Jai Vijaya are being sent in this material world so that Krishna can enjoy this Rasha, right, Veera Rasha. And then Daya, the form of mercy. And 6th one is Bhyanaka, and 7th one is Vivatsa. So there is a great description of these. All 5 rasas are given in Nectar of Devotion as well. But we need to go on more on depth. That I'm just noting out the rasas here. So these are the 7, and 5 are primary, 7 are secondary. So in total, we have 12 rasas or 12 kinds of relationship which we used to have with Lord Krishna. Right. And the primary 5, they come, even they are being mixed here as well. And these 7 also can be seen in the other 5s as well. Right. So in short, these are the 12 rasas. And one thing I wanted to say, I forgot it. Skipped from my mind. Anything from here, anyone?
One thing, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, on the first one, primary rasa, I think the Madhurya,
Madhurya, yeah.
Madhurya rasa, yeah. So it's conjugal love means, is it specific for like conjugal love from a girl, like to Krishna as a man? So is it specific for girl, or its love can be from a man as well? Like,
So that's a very nice question. Actually, I think I'm not very much sure about the answer, but yes, the love can be from a man as well. But this is not a love which we used to see in this material world. So this is again the love of gopis are the topmost one. They are also called as paramar love. Though they have their family and husbands, still they love Lord Krishna in that way. But particularly your question, I am not very much sure on that.
okay,
Like
thank you.
however, I feel that a man can have mother love as well.
Meera is in Madhurya love. I mean,
Yes, that's a good example.
Prabhu, so this Madhurya love, conjugal love. So I thought that all the gopis are like wife of Sri Krishna, because once you said that Krishna had 16,000 wife, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So are all these gopis wife of Sri Krishna? So because conjugal love means that, I believe so.
So
I stand corrected.
16,108 are the wives of Krishna, and the gopis they were in Vrindavan. Actually, when we'll go to the 10th canto, we'll discuss a bit on it. And this is again a very very kind of elevated topic. I'm not very much authorized to, or not that much experience to speak on this topic, but still the gopis who were on the Vrindavan, they comes under this Madhurya love.
Prabhu, I heard this from my mother, and she, of course, she is a Krishna, and she's a firm believer in Lord Krishna. So am I. So, just one out of curiosity, the feather of peacock that is there on Krishna's crown, does it have something to do with this conjugal love?
I do not think so, because why Krishna has, there is a nice pastime as well, and even uh, what do you say, peacock, they are Naishtik Brahmachari. Say they don't uh, indulge in the form to progenate, right? So that's why they are called as brahmachari, and Krishna is again brahmachari. So he is to have the peacock feather in his head of that. There is a nice pastime actually. So I'll narrate the story once again sometime. Why particularly why Krishna takes the peacock feather. So in a nutshell, actually what happens, they actually dances on when rain comes, and then out of love actually they give up the feather, and then Krishna takes on their head, on his head actually.
Could I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah, see, at first when I used to go to Om Sweet Om and we did all the different talks and things like that, and when
Hare Krishna.
Ramananda Prabhu said that Krishna had 16,000 wives, I couldn't get my head around that. But what it is, he doesn't have 16,000 wives in the material world. It's everything that Krishna does in his pastimes and in Vrindavan. That's the transcendental world, isn't it? Is that right? And that's an easy way to understand it all.
Absolutely correct. So definitely the Vrindavan is transcendental, and all the relationship what Krishna has with anyone that are actually transcendental. That's absolutely correct.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you everyone.
So, Prabhu, in fact, nowadays, even whoever takes birth in Vrindavan, are they all worth going to? Basically, if I go to Vrindavan, so anyone who lives there, so are they worth praising? Or I mean, even if a thief is there or anyone, so do we need to bow in before that because they are from the land of Sri Krishna?
To be very honest, yes, because it's not an kind of uh, the 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 birth in Vrindavan itself is glorious. So anyone there. So I'll just share one thing on the same topic. Very nice point. See, in the whole world, right? In the whole world, if anyone interacts with anyone, the other person, they say okay, either hi, hello, or anything else. But Vrindavan is the one place even the rickshaw wala says Radhe Radhe. Just imagine it, right? So we do not have to discriminate saying that okay, he's a low man rickshaw wala, or he's a he's selling tea or others, or that not the case. They should all be respected as if like the associate of Lord Krishna. Even now, as we discussed early yesterday or before yesterday, where I shared that His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj was saying that any living entity taken birth in Jagannath Puri, no, they don't see Yamaraj, they go to Vaikuntha. In the similar way, Vrindavan is that. And if you read the Nectar of Instruction, in last verse, it's been explained by Rupa Goswami saying that in the whole universe, the best place, or if you say country, is India, right? And in India, the best area is Mathura. And in Mathura, the best one is Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, the best one is Govardhan Parvat. And in Govardhan Parvat, the best one is Radha Kund and Syama Kund. So just imagine from whole world, it just come back to the same Radha Kund and Syama Kund, who are non different than Radha and Krishna. So the glories of Vrindavan though we can't see it just by our material eyes, the glories of Vrindavan. The dust of the Vrindavan is because Lord Krishna, Mother Earth says, Mother Earth glorifies, Mother Earth glorifies, I am more fortunate than Mother Yashoda or Mother Devaki. He said, I am so fortunate that Lord Krishna barefoot, he has walked across whole land of Vrindavan. Krishna never takes shoes there. He doesn't use any slippers there. He has just walked on the barefoot on the whole Vrindavan. And even there are so many devotees. Whenever they go to Vrindavan, they don't use slippers, and they take the dust in their heads and bath with the sand of whole Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is glorious. If you go and see there the translated Bible, you could see from every single seconds, every single minute, from every single person over there. So definitely, when I was going to Vrindavan for the very first time, and it has been because it was for very first time, so it was been instructed or given instruction to me by my Shiksha Gurus that any person you see in Vrindavan, you should not do any offense towards them. Any person means any person, either maybe he's a chai wala or a rickshaw wala or whomsoever he be. You need to respect each and every one in the way in the Vrindavan, because it's not easy to take birth in Vrindavan. Right. So these are the dhamas. Like we have one Gupta Vrindavan. You know where it is? It's very near to your place. It's in Kolkata, Navdeep Dham. So that's also called as Gupta Vrindavan, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and even this place where you can actually see all the pastimes of Krishna done by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there as well. That's called as Gupta because many people don't know it. And so that is how these dhamas are. So these dhamas are glorious, and Vrindavan, especially Vrindavan, is actually a replica of Golok Vrindavan. So whatever Krishna used to do there, he has just tried to replicate here, so that we people, we fallen souls, can actually pray him and love him. Right? That's the essence of everything, to love Lord Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. So we'll see back on Monday, and we'll continue from next chapter here. So Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.